On this week's GTA 5 o'clock, classic GTA missions in GTA Online. Hackers still cause problems for the community, and are there more mysteries to discover in San Andreas? Find out in this week's GTA 5 o'clock. Hello and welcome to this week's GTA 5 o'clock. I'm your host James Jarvis, and unfortunately there's no Dan this week, but that's okay because we have the one and only Mr. Trophy.
Hello James.
Hello, good of you to join us, Iain, fresh off the back of your Laszlo live stream experience.
Indeed.
Yeah, so no Dan this week, but that's okay because Iain has actually been going through some of the new GTA Online creator jobs, which are throwbacks to classic GTA missions.
That's right, yeah.
We've got 4 on PS3, I think, and 5 on Xbox 360. We're going to take you through some of them now. Ian's been playing them, so he'll be able to give you a good overview of what each one is. Let's start then with Bomb the Base, which is based on Act 2 of Bomb the Base in GTA 3.
Right, yeah. There's also, I think, there was a GTA 4 online. One of the co-op missions was, I think, was called Bomb the Base as well, or something similar as well. It's definitely got a similar setting on a boat. So, yeah, team deathmatch. Obviously, it's on one of the sort of big container ships down at the dock. Lots of explosives, as Bomb the Base would suggest. Lots of grenade launchers, RPGs, sticky bombs, that sort of thing. Quite a sort of enclosed space on the ship as well. But obviously, because you've got all the containers and things stacked up, there's not a lot of long line of sights for actually picking people off, so a lot of it's kind of creeping around and a lot of close combat in there as well.
Let's move on to Grand Theft Auto Vice City, one of my favourite additions in the series, and we've got 4 irons, a PS3 match here, and this is around based on sort of Tommy Vercetti and the Leaf Links Golf Club.
Yeah. Sure, yeah. Yeah, this is another team deathmatch actually based on the golf course in GTA 5. It's melee weapons only. There's basically rows and rows of golf clubs lined up there. But it's basically between those, and there's lots of golf carts parked there as well. So basically you can either run each other over or grab a golf club and sort of whack away at each other. I struggled a little bit on this one because I forgot for the first few minutes that you could actually go into the weapon wheel and change from your fist to whatever other weapon. So yeah, I forgot about that. So I was just running around bare knuckle trying to fight somebody hitting me with a golf club. So
you're never going to win that fight.
No, we got there. And it's quite good fun, that one. But the death matches where there's just melee weapons, I think they're quite good fun. But because you've got 2 people trying to hit each other at the same time, sometimes it gets a bit glitchy. Sometimes it's a bit sort of difficult to tell who's hitting who, and it suits like a big kind of fracas with a lot of people rather than just 2 people waving sticks at each other basically. So, but yeah, it was good fun.
Alright, then let's move on to Grand Theft Auto San Andreas and High Stakes Lowrider. This is by the Wolf King 90. This apparently nicely captures the feel of its inspiration, the High Stakes Lowrider mission in GTA San Andreas. It's set to muscle cars, it's a race, you finish at the Del Perro Pier, and the choice of music is set to West Coast classics to give it that nice vibe.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a good race, this one. Like point-to-point race around the city. Sort of lots of fast stretches, but also kind of takes in quite a bit of the sort of that end of the city as well.
Now, is this the one that you had problems with?
It is. Yeah, it's a weird one, this, because when I started this the first time, I definitely didn't put it on rally mode, but when it started it was on rally mode, and basically there was just the 2 of us in my car, with me driving around and Kiskrith trying to direct me. No headsets involved, so it basically was just the left and right on the pad to put the left and right arrows on screen. Because it's quite a long and spread out race with the checkpoints as well, that made things quite interesting. Yeah, it basically got to the point where they were having to send me text messages through the in-game phone system to kind of tell me to do a U-turn or head to the golf club or whatever. So yeah, we got there in the end. It took us a full 15 minutes to actually get to the end of the pier.
That's too long for any race.
It's too long for any race, so I went back and did it again and did find it was just a point-to-point race, so that kind of made a bit more sense.
Good tips there. If you're going to do it, make sure it's a point-to-point race and not a rally mode.
Nothing wrong with rally mode. It is good fun, that, but yeah, you do really need a headset, otherwise it's just going to be a real mess.
Yeah. All right, on to the final one we've got here to showcase for you, and it's from Chinatown Wars. And this is another deathmatch that features weapon placement and draws you out here in Textile City.
That's it, yeah. It's start off on the rooftops, and there's lots of weapons up there, lots of sniper rifles and that sort of thing. So you can stay up on the roof and try and snipe each other. But the main cache of weapons is actually if you drop down to street level and go down the sort of main market alleyway down there, you've got pistols and SMGs and all that sort of stuff, and body armour, and there's a few vehicles lined up there as well. So yeah, it's quite a good one. This it's a bit tricky if you don't know the area for trying to find. I mean, I dropped down into the street, and then it took me a while to find out how to get back up onto the roof.
Right.
And then, as you may well see in the clips running here, there's a few bits where I was running across the rooftop and jumped over what I thought was a small barrier to the next bit of rooftop and just fell straight down to the ground and missed it completely. So yeah, once you know the area though, it's quite good fun.
Okay, well that's a little summary of the new creator jobs that are available now in GTA Online. Let us know what you think about them in the comments below, and we will move on seamlessly almost to GTA Online and its current problems, shall we say. There still seems to be quite a lot of issues around hackers and things appearing in the GTA Online lobbies that shouldn't be there, such as meteors on the ground. There's still UFOs in there. There's still people hacking into it and managing to take people's money and reset their levels back down to level 1 and that kind of thing. Rockstar are trying to patch it as much as possible, obviously, but I think the best thing to say is if you do see anyone doing that stuff, you have to report them to Rockstar, and hopefully they'll be able to deal with it. We in our GTA Online crews don't tolerate hackers or anything like that, and you shouldn't either, because the main problem with it is if these people keep hacking the game and finding exploits, Rockstar then has to go and fix those exploits, which in turn probably pushes back the development of future DLC. Obviously heists are going to be affected by this as well, because if they have to spend all their time fixing all of these problems, then they're not going to be able to dedicate as much time as they want to make new stuff. So basically, we just want to put it out there and say hackers are bad, obviously, and if you see any people doing it, report them, and hopefully they'll be dealt with by Rockstar. Moving on then to happier news, and our social club. We've got 3 crews on the social club. We've got the GTA 5 o'clock main crew, which I think is full now at 1,000 members. We've got
998 then I looked, so there might be, if you can sneak in quickly, you might be able to just get in.
Excellent. We've got the GTA 5 o'clock shadows, which is filling up as well, and the GTA 5 o'clock gravels. It's done in a tier system, so if the shadows fills up, then we've got the gravels as well, but you feel free to join both crews, whichever one you want. They're both multi-platform, so just pick whichever one you want and get in, and hopefully go and have fun with some of our community there. There's events happening every week or every other week. Check out Steve Stacey on Twitter for more information on that, and of course follow us on Twitter at GTAV o'clock, and we will keep you updated with all the events that we've got going on online. Okay, on to a final thing before we get onto the Snapmatic competition, which is always good fun. Yes. Mysteries. The mysteries in GTA seem to have been getting thinner on the ground. We've been doing a fact or fiction that comes out every Friday, which tackles some of the bigger mysteries like the jetpack and the UFOs and secret phone numbers and that kind of thing. But what we've done is we've made a summary video of all of the unsolved mysteries that we've covered over the past year. So if you think you've got anything to add to that, go and check out the video and put a link in the description below, or comment, or send us a message for anything that you think you can add to any of that mystery hunting, and we will definitely go and check it out. But for now, those are the unsolved mysteries that we've got, and we'd really like your help on it. Okay, on to the Snapmatic competition, and this week's theme, or last week's theme should I say, was stunts gone wrong.
Oh, I like the sound of this.
So thank you for all your entries. We've got loads of entries in this week. Keep it up. And we will start with this one by Andy, aka the Skillless Slammer. What we like to do, Troth, is put some nice stories, put these into context. Okay. They don't come with any stories.
Right. Yeah.
So we're making them up.
Yeah.
So this one...
This is the pier, isn't it?
Yes, there's the pier. You can just see the roller coaster just there at the top. I have no idea how this has happened.
No, it looks... I mean, is that red car jumping into the pier, because I know there are some sort of jet ski type ramps on the beach, so maybe they've taken a leap off one of those.
Yeah, I think the stunt here is the red car was probably meant to go over the pier, and it hasn't quite had enough speed and has slammed into the side of it.
And the same with the silver car wedged underneath it as well.
Yeah, he didn't really take heed from the example that he's been set. So that's a great picture of a stunt gone wrong. Next up, we've got Jacob Larson. Now this one was really nice because I think perfectly captures the moment of what happens when a stunt goes wrong. You just sort of run away and pretend that nothing's happened.
It's a nice action shot there of presumably the protagonist sprinting away.
Yeah, and, now I imagine this stunt, that looks like it's near a bridge, so the plane probably was meant to go under the bridge.
Yeah.
I imagine it's clipped it, ended up in the drink.
That's it, or maybe just gone a little bit too low and just dumped it straight in the river.
So thank you for that, Jacob Larson. Next up is Nick M. This is a great stunt gone wrong.
I was going to say who was Nick from the GTA Fans crew. Yes.
Yeah, he joined us online for the live stream that we did with Rockstar. Yeah. He's managed to capture a brilliant moment of getting his parachute stuck in a tree and then getting all tangled up. I didn't even know this was possible.
No, that's pretty strong. Look at that.
So yeah, I guess the stunt here was to do a nice parachute jump out of a plane and land on a specific spot, but he's actually managed to get himself in a tree.
It's quite impressive. I mean, if anyone who watched our GTA Online live stream Rockstar would know that we're all excellent parachutists.
Yes, and that parachuting is really hard.
Yeah, that'd never happen to us.
No, definitely not. This one here, another runner-up we've got here, and it's from Zorvain, but he'd like to...
effort, yeah.
This is great. He'd like to say iGamer613, James Nash, the Epic Wolf, and Tulin Alex all helped with getting these shots. This is amazing. This is a proper action stunt gone wrong.
Properly going off there, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, like, what was that guy was meant to be doing? Was the car meant to be jumping over him? I have no idea what was happening there, but it's definitely gone wrong. Or whatever's happened, that car's going to crash into the water. Yeah. That man's probably going to die.
Yeah, I mean, has that black car in the air hit the Patriot and flipped up like that, or has it bounced off something else? I mean,
I think we can see the main culprit of this stunt gone wrong is the bottle of beer.
I was just going to say that. Yeah, maybe that's if they hadn't had a little cheeky snifter of ale beforehand, maybe this wouldn't have happened.
But our winner this week is Louis, who's spelt L-O-O-E, Louis Weber. He sent in a few examples of stunts gone wrong, but I mean this perfectly captures a stunt gone wrong, I have to say. You can slightly see the outline of a jet there, just in the bottom right, and I think the rest of it is just a circle of fuel trucks.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, it looks like Trevor's airstrip from just the stuff we see in the background there. As you say, there's a nose cone or something poking out the side. Whether they were trying to land in the middle of a circle of fuel tankers or what, who knows? But yeah, it's impressive to get that many fuel tankers in one place in the first place. So they've obviously been putting the time to gather those up. Yeah, it's pretty impressive.
So well done, Louis Weber. You're the winner of this week's GTA 5 o'clock Snapmatic competition. Great work there. Next week's theme is a bit more of a docile one. It's a day on the pier.
Oh, very nice.
So we'd just like to see some nice random things happening on the pier, little games or some kind of meeting, and capture us some pictures of a day on the pier. It can be nighttime as well. We'll let that slide. And send us your entries at GTA V O'Clock or on Facebook at facebook.com/GTA V O'Clock, or put a link to your Snapmatic picture in the comments below. There's going to be no Challenge Dan this week because, as you may have noticed from the beginning of the show, Dan is not here. But if you do have any suggestions for Challenge Dan, please put them in the comments below along with your Snapmatic entries, and we will get back onto that next week. So that's the end of this short GTA 5 o'clock this week. Thank you, Mr. Trophy, for joining us.
Thank you for having me again.
And we will catch you here next Wednesday at 5 PM GMT.